Good morning. Good morning. I had an idea yesterday. I got these rattan rings. Alright. So I'm thinking, oh, it'd be nice. Because gravity's always pushing down. What if we had a way to improve our snap and our pull, right? And I'm a big fan of resistance bands. They provide what's called accommodating resistance. When you slap these on a barbell, like for example a back squat, when you move a weight you only have to use just enough strength to get it moving. So you can move it pretty slow and it'll still move. But with the band, the longer it stretches, the more the resistance increases. So it teaches you acceleration. You have to push through it. So I thought, oh, that'd be cool. Let me combine that with the rattan rings. So for my setup, in my squat rack, I put the brackets way up high because people are going to come at you like this, mostly hunting for the head. Yeah, it'd be great if they always fought down here and you could just do this stuff right here. But we're going to work with the rattan ring up here because that's going to be my frame up here, right? Hey, you can move this thing around. This is just a new training variable I came up with just to make things more interesting. So I'm not doing Wing Chun or Southern Praying Mantis. I'm just using a kind of trapping and pulling hand, so I don't need to hear the technical critique about my pinkies pointing in the wrong direction or whatever. So this ideally loop it like this, right? Back up here. You can see, so it's double banded. And now I can do two hands at the same time, but I thought, oh, I just use the little ring because now it's going to be like, I can just do single. And what's fun about this is you can try to send a punch through and not punch the rattan ring. So you got to time it right or you got to go over top. And it's banded on both sides, so not only do you get to pull down, you can go left and right. But the only thing is you have to keep the wrist hooked a little bit, so you can't go down like this. It will slip off the wrist, so you have to kind of keep the hook. So there's a disadvantage of the training method. You're limited on the kind of hand techniques you can use. And what would you do to really make this? You can do it for a couple minutes. It's the band. It's not exhausting. You can get big bands if you're that strong. You can get bigger bands that aren't gonna give you the kind of relaxed pull. And plus, these are older, so these are a lot relaxed and a lot looser. But you can get thicker, heavier bands if you really want to try to fight something. But you don't want it to be a fight. You still want to be able to pull. You just want to. So right now, what you want to feel is at this length, my hand can hang, and it's not that hard to pull. But then when I get down here, the tension definitely increases. So if I'm trying to pull this below my shoulder, there's some tension there. So this is going to be like you're clinching, you're in a clinch, or you're entering, and you're on top of the arms, or maybe even under the arms, and now you've got to exert downward force. So it's either pulling, well, so it's cool, you can like attach a basketball and just practice pulling somebody's head to your chest for a clinch, but this is just for that jerk. I think it's called jut sal, but just for this jerking force here. I just want to practice this so I can get more of a snap in either direction. And the return is free, right? Because the bands are bringing it back to center. So that's it. And you can always try a bigger ring. You can move these things up and down. I'm going to see if I can come up with something else so I can use the bigger ring, but with more of the rolling and the trim. Well, I'm not going to be able to do this one. I only have to be able to do this one right here because of the bands. But I'm going to see if I can rig something up for that too. So give it a shot. try some new training methods with the band and see what happens.